it play out so that it eases our minds somewhat.
Yeah, in the
Well,
mid,
this
in the mid
guy's
lane, it's
main
definitely going to be.
horses.
It's I don't know why they do that. In the mid lane, it's definitely going to be Seam up against the Magnus or the Tiny. Most probably the Tiny, I think.
Really? Okay. Well, let's have a look. We're going on pause right now, and we can find out where exactly these guys want to take us. And there's 3 of them actually moving
Cool.
forward. Nice little ward in there, and that wasn't caught out. I wonder if they're going to be able to spot it though, be able to de-ward that. That could be very, very troublesome. And now the NSD guys are just moving back to their lanes. They've done their little bit of covert operations already.
Yeah, Cloud seems to be kind of hovering around this top area, so it does seem like he's going to be the off-lane player today. Not going to be playing safe lane, and they're going to play Raping Ninjas, the safe lane carry.
Well,
like,
so much for me being right about Magnus mid.
Alchemist is a Raping Ninja and Alchemist is something I haven't actually seen a lot, despite me saying signature hero. That was more of a joke because Raping Ninja is like he plays bottom every game he possibly can.
Okay.
I'm very, very surprised that like we didn't see just more respect and more picks and bans, and the bottom is just his bottom is generally like the type of 10-0 type of stuff.
Yeah. All right.
And it looks like Wisp is going to be helping out Tiny in mid. This is quite helpful against Seam.
Yeah, I mean, the Seam could be very annoying to go up against otherwise.
And Rubik says straight away to help him.
It's like, well, you got 2 players, we can match you at that game. So I'm going to try to see where the action points are going to be exactly. You've got Jero and Visage up at the top. And already it's going to be Raping Ninja walking into Cogs. But I think we're going to be getting some stacking very early on by Ferrari.
Yeah, and also Make My Day. They're both going to just try farm it up as much as they can. Tiny, once he gets a couple of levels, him and Magnus can both very, very easily clear the creep camps in the woods.
Yeah, it'd be good if they could get a lot of stacks working for them. I think that could really help out some of the farming, especially if we get some ancients stacked up eventually.
Oh, Donny, being so cheeky, breaking in a pull here.
He wants to mess with it. He wants to pull it back to his tower. That's going to be a load of extra, well, easier last hits for him.
The alpha wolves were pulled into that lane, and Donny just went and stole them. So he's going to get like maybe level 3 out of this, even close to level 3 at least. Probably like 270 experience after this cam.
Easy. Magnus doesn't seem to be in too much trouble. We've got Ice Arrow starting to inflict pain. A Scant moving around. Cloud, he's gonna have to skewer out of here.
Yeah, that's all they really wanted. That's what they wanted.
30 seconds really for him to be not safe whatsoever. So he was just going to be edging off. Habibi also helping out, getting some denies going.
It's so important that Scant does a good job of zoning in these early couple of levels, just so Flares gets up and gets his level 6, and then it's fine. But he's using Frost Arrows just to also just zone out the Magnus as much as possible. Magnus really doesn't want to be casting level 1 Shockwave if he can avoid it.
Oh well, if the silence comes out as well from Flares, then
I
think he'd be in a lot of trouble.
Rubik picked up an early bottle. Sorry, well, he Seam picked up an early bottle and passed it to Rubik. So Rubik's just going to pretty much to collect runes for him. And just passing it back.
I like that actually. We should see the... Wait, hang on. Was Ferrari not getting a bottle?
Yeah, Wisps often do. Oh, look at Donny going in bottom on MMD. Yeah, it's I mean, especially with just like the way in which we haven't seen Wisp being played as much in more recent times. People kind of forget these nuances and little tricks that they might have thought up. Donny's solving up here. They're gonna go on the Dazzle straight away. MMD's in a lot of trouble. This is probably gonna be first blood.
Oh dear, here it is. Habibi coming in. That's gonna be nicely done. All of this Grievel's greed though. There's not really that much extra damage. Maybe he can get a stun on Donny, but survival seems to be impossible. 2-0, man. Bravado and Notion getting themselves a great start, and Donny's gonna be happy. He's not that far from his level 6 now.
Yeah, he's probably gonna. I think he would possibly think about bottle in this lane, but otherwise he might just go straight for treads. He's got to just make sure that he plays safely here. Ooh, Habibi's coming in on the side here. Might actually be pulling a tango for Donny. Donny's playing quite far forward. 430 HP on him. Alchemist also, like, gone for the 1 in Unstable Concoction, 2 in Grievous Greed.
Yeah.
It's not something that we commonly see when Alchemist plays. Even in safe lane Alchemist, they like to take up always have level 2 Unstable Concoction, because Grievous Greed early on, it's very rare that you have enough stacks to justify it. You only get like 2 extra gold, 2 extra bonus gold base and 1 extra per level. So, I mean, it does scale up pretty well, but I think that this is maybe too greedy, given the fact that Clockwork is just so effective at zoning heroes out and making solo kills.
We're going to get a stun here from Ninja. No, he doesn't want to. Not popping anything. He's not doing too bad on the gold. Looks like he's heading for the Midas. I don't think it'll be too long till he gets it, in fact. So even that death being really annoying, it's probably going to stop his Midas. Well, delay it by about a minute if that's exactly what he's going for. Unless he's rushing a Radiance or just something like that, but...
No. It's Midas or Phase Boots first up, like, almost every time.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is that everyone knows Alchemist is going to get lots of items. The question is Drow going to be able to deal with it by the time he needs to?
Yeah. We managed to get Phase Boots onto Santo. So the Tiny going to be sped up, hitting harder.
And Seam this time going the 1-1-1 build. 2 levels in Flame Guard still. I mean, the recent kind of trends on Ember Spirit is to take no levels in Flame Guard. And you just take, sometimes no levels in Flame Guard, but in this lane it's obviously worth it because you're against a Tiny. But maxing Searing Chains and just, 1 in Sleight of Fist. So we'll see whether he does that this game.
Okay.
It's like so many different, as with all new heroes, there's like so many different interpretations and like ideas that you have with the hero.
Yeah. Dro is farming nice flares. He's got almost 1500. Oh.
Donnie's gonna pick off someone here.
Ferrari.
Let's see a tether away.
Nicely done. Easy tether. They were moving back quite early on, so I think they were expecting something like that. But Santo, he moves in, but he's chained down to the ground. So that's going to delay things a little bit. But Magnus is here. He's after a quick blink, presumably, but of course it's too early to have that yet. And he can't find an angle on it. Alchemist, he's managed to get his Midas first on the board. And
Yeah, he's got 5 fewer creeps than Flares. Flares, though, does have boots up and is going to have Midas and...
Oh, there's a bit of trouble. There's a skewer on Seaman mid. Can they find him, though? Everyone been chained to the ground. Eventuals, he's trying to TP out, but there's just not enough time. NSD get themselves a kill on the board, and it's on the Ember Spirit. So very nice. Down at the bottom, though, we've got Shallow Grave currently on Ninja. He's surely not going to be able to survive this. The right click from Habibi comes too late, but he finds another angle. And
he also
both
gets
the die.
Yeah, he got a nice Fade Bolt there, like managing to get the last hit, turning around, Fade Bolting, and setting it up for Donnie. And Flares in the top lane is going to have his Midas in the next, second or two.
Yeah.
And Alchemist did pop his Midas, though, before dying, so at least it's cooling down while he's dead.
True. I think it's a big shame, though. They've lost Dazzle and they've lost Alchemist twice each now. That's not the way they needed to start. It's just going to they need to get to that late game, and that late game is getting further and further away if this kind of stuff keeps happening. We're at level 6, so Tiny is not so tiny anymore.
Yeah, he's got Phase Boots, going to get Magic Wand. Without Wisp here, though, he's not in, the best position. You can see the Wisp is on stacking patrol there. And once Tiny's got levels, probably level 8, he'll be able to go clear that pretty easy. That is assuming the Magnus doesn't... Oh, he's going to go now. A lot of Wisp damage has been done by the Wisp balls.
Are they going to be able to pull them away again? I don't think they're going to get one more stack, so they're just going to have to go for the kills.
A lot of these are getting taken by Wisp with the balls.
Yeah, I think he's trying to edge away. Oh, he's taking loads of them. The Tiny's getting barely any of the last hits on this.
Okay. Well, there's one, and no doubt we'll see another one. Oh, I think we'll got that last one as well.
Donnie's in trouble.
Oh, Donnie is in trouble.
Oh no, but Donnie's going to hook back into this. Ninja has just been distracted by creeps, and now we've actually Habibi. He's stolen the stun as well. Ninja won't be able to move. We've got TPs in, but not even going to survive. So TPs are going to get cancelled, and this tower might just get pushed down now. More huge losses though on the bottom lane.
Just before the action, I was going to say Scans hasn't left the jungle. Just playing the AOE 2000 type of AFK farm support heroes that get involved decide if and when they want to get involved, and when they do,
Yeah, just get that ag.
generally generally just feed and go back to farming.
So Cloud, he's halfway to his blink, but this is going to be the first tier 1 of the game going down, and Bravado Imo are making it look a little bit too easy. God,
Generally, yeah, like the second least important tower probably in the game. For the Dire, their top tower is like very insignificant in many ways. But speaking of their top tower, Flares just takes that down. He's also got 1,000 gold up, and he's got his full treads, so he's gonna get very fat very quick. He's going the Morbid Mask, so if he's going true Eternal Envy style, he'll be getting that Mask of Madness up.
Oh no, he'll certainly have to go for it. Maybe he'll want to go for the Dominator, just get a bit more armor, survivability.
I don't know.
Ninja, he's gonna be more throws over here. We've got MMD who's moved in, Tiny's here as well, but there's been feeding. I dare say there's been a lot of feeding going on this game, Knoxville.
Yeah, I think that I don't know if it's just the fact that they haven't played those heroes as much as they're like more signature heroes, but they just don't seem as confident on these heroes as they have in previous encounters. Oh, Ferrari's in a little bit of trouble mid.
He's trying to tether away to a creep, but he's going to get chased down by Seam. That's going to be one more kill. And at the moment, Seam giving away his life in mid earlier on just doesn't really seem to be a big deal.
Oh, player's just missing the gust there. If he got the gust of... Oh, speaking of just getting it off Seam running in here, popping a jump. RP dodges... Oh, sorry, gets Searing Chains.
Searing Chains, so actually Magnus is going to survive a little longer. We've got a stun, so Seam is going to be giving himself up again.
Speaking of feeding, Seam just doing his fair share.
Seam?
Yeah. Classic. The mid lane's taking some pressure now. Scans picked up the medallion, opening up the rush potential for BVD a lot earlier than otherwise would be possible.
Donnie's having a very nice game at the moment. I wonder what item he'd go. Is he going to go for an Aghanims early on? And just try and spam hooks as quickly as possible?
Well, he's moving to the mid lane. I think they just want to group up here to take this tower. There is Arcane Boots up onto VB. Scant's not very fortunate enough. Maybe he'll get one sip of bottle or something. So he... Oh wait, sorry, he TP'd home. There was a TP coming in mid, I just assumed it was him. This mid tower just absolutely gets wrecked though.
Yeah. I mean, this is it. This is the early game going to Bravado emotion. I said before it starts, if NSD can survive till like the 20-25 minute mark, then that's where they'll start really being able to show their true strengths. But this is painful right now. Their early game is going completely the wrong way. They have to be surviving a lot better than this. And actually, it's going to be Roche. They're having a go on him. They've got a Stance with a medallion.
And Flares with the Mask of Madness. Drums picked up by Donnie. Seam already has drums, but I mean, 2 pairs of drums is not the worst thing. Very good stats, and Flares going to be the one taking the Aegis. He does so much damage right now. 83 creeps at 12 minutes. Above the median mark of 7. Well, just on median mark of 7, I guess.
Well, let's have a quick look at the actual boards. 10,000 golden advantage for Bravado. And XP 7,500. We've got a smoke up now in mid from the NSD guys. They know they've got to make something happen. They've got to start catching up a bit. Is this going to be it? Habibi's sitting there. Donnie's not in bottom anymore. However, Flares is in the bottom.
Blink Dagger. He's going to have Blink Dagger in 5 seconds.
Oh wow, okay.
True. It's easy to predict Flares because you just say, what would Eternal Envy do? And they're going to actually possibly catch him out here. Oh, that's actually huge. Doing damage there. Blink Dagger is going to be
hard. An RP. Flares, he's running away, but he's actually going to move back with the arrows. Cloud's trying to get near him. Stunned there. Oh, Alchemist can't find it, so we've got a shallow grave on, but Flares is probably going to lose out on his Aegis now. Ninja and Santo. Are they going to survive? Are they going to try and go for the spawn kill here?
Oh, Gus getting thrown off. Ferrari taking a lightning pop down.
He's down. MMD as well.
Scans with a double.
Supports are falling everywhere. Santo, he's trying to break away. He's going to be able to TP out. Okay, so they lost their supports and they got rid of the Aegis.
It could be worse.
It could certainly have been worse, yeah, but still not what they're after.
Yeah, I mean, this is also going to mean probably bottom tower is going to fall Everyone else is kind of far away.
Yeah.
And top's also taking pressure from the kind of split push Rubik here. This is the classic Nakor split pushing support hero.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
It's all about survive right now for NSD. Survive, survive, survive. Hold up those barracks as strongly as possible. Flares, he's just melting down this tower. But there's going to be the glyph pop. Are they going to try and go for a deny?
Magnus doesn't have Blink Dagger, he's got Arcane Boots.
Doesn't, no. And well, we've
the
got
stuns-
chains. Oh no, there's going to be a silence as well. He's going to get an RP off from Cloud, but he can't get out at all. And Ninja dies. All of the core. Oh, okay, no, Tiny didn't die.
middle tower is under attack.
But two core heroes exploding fast. This is not good. And now they actually want to push it onto the high ground. They go.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Have they got any kind of stopping power? Because this is exactly what they can't be letting happen right now. Santo moves in and he's gonna die. Man, I'm seeing the GGs being called. Like,
Claire's got tossed in by Rubik and Seam balled out using Fire Remnant, so
I think
Seem-
they feel confident now. You can tell from they're playing around. They're not being cocky, but they're just having fun. Obviously, I believe that they feel they've won this.
yeah, well, I mean, it's 15 minutes in, 12 kill advantage, 15k gold, and like 12.5k experience, so
Yeah.
I think that they should feel right to be a little bit happy about the current situation.
No, absolutely. But if Tiny can somehow get an Aghanim Scepter up in 5 minutes, which, let's face it, it's probably not going to happen, then I think that's really the only way. If
Well,
suddenly Tiny
Magnus
can get a
Blink.
ton of items.
Magnus Blink is also huge. The thing is, look at the scoreboard and look at Seam score. Very uncharacteristic of the Bravado side to have Seam being the one feeding so hard.
Yeah, what the hell, Seam?
Oh,
You've lost your touch. Oh, he's going to have chains on MMD. He's going to die. So Dazzle, we've got no Shallow Grave left on the team, and suddenly you can notice the panic. They all want to run back. They want to get over to the high ground. Santo, is he just going to throw himself away for the greater good? He's trying to get stunned. He's trying to kill some time. Oh, wow. Seam, he gets tossed in. Amazing move there by Habibi. They're going to get another kill now. This time onto Alchemist. It's going to be Ferrari who falls as well. Dazzle's alive again, but they can't do anything. It is a complete and utter obliteration of the NSD side.
I just can't get over the toss that the Rubik had. Just made so many plays with that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
man.
pretty clinical crushing by Bravado there, game one. I think the NSD draft was like quite weird and very, very greedy towards the mid game, like incredibly greedy towards the mid game. They're gonna have to go and have a cup of coffee, whatever it takes, get back into the danger zone and come back to game two with a new look on the game of Dota. Otherwise, they're gonna need to bring something good to the table if they want to stay in this and win this best of three.
It just spilled late game. Late game is all they wanted, and Bravado was like, okay, well, we're just not going to give you that. The advantage was just way, way, way too big. So, I mean, again, it's a perfect read by Bravado. They just seem to know exactly what to do and when to do it. I hope NSD in the next draft, once they have had a cup of tea and thought it over, decide, you know what, maybe we should cater at least something to the early game and try to make it work, try to challenge for the first bloods instead of feeding over and over in the bottom lane. I mean, really, that Alchemist and that Dazzle, look, 0-6-0, both of them.
Yeah.
Feel ashamed, Ninja and MMD. Feel very ashamed. No, I jest, but